Breakfast time here in Ireland, so we'll be both going to work after this. She's a train driver, I'm a school teacher.
We're not actually those things. That's the joke. Does that fix it?
We're unemployed.
Use it now. Scared, but excited.
Yeah. It'll be a learning experience.
Sure.
For everyone. I reckon we'll have the classics, like we'll have a Goldschlager.
Gold. Oh, you went straight for Goldschlager under classics. What the
You know, you're a funny person.
You're a funny guy. You're
a funny guy. You're a clown. You're here to
guy.
amuse me.
What's the most ridiculous fact you know?
Mine also might not technically be correct, but I think it's right. Feel free to fact check my fact, but I think it's right. Oh, what is that?
Oh.
Maker's Mark.
Oh, that's whiskey.
It's bourbon.
Bourbon.
So I'm pretty sure this is right, if I remember correctly, but when a whale comes, it's a kilo of cum.
It's a kilo of cum. Now, sorry, but would it be like, do you measure it by weight?
Yeah, you put the cum on the scales.
Like, did somebody collect like a giant whale condom?
Yeah.
And put it on like a
Yeah,
sack?
I never thought about how do we know this fact? I definitely saw it on TikTok somewhere, and I never questioned how this person knew it. I just went internalized.
Yeah.
That's in the memory bank.
Each ejaculation is believed to contain around 20 litres of semen.
20 litres of semen.
I don't know what that. Maybe I'm wrong in the game. I don't know. Is that more or less?
That'll be way more. Because like when you think about like a 2-litre bottle of Coke, that's like 10 2-litre bottles of Coke. So
I'm sorry.
that'll be enough bottles of Coke to cover this table.
I just visualized it. What a very American way of explaining things. It's like 2 football fields away. You know, it's 10 bottles of Coke.
Mine is slightly related because it does mention ejaculate as well, actually. but people get up in the morning and eat a bowl of cornflakes.
Yes.
And they think cornflakes, nice healthy breakfast. Breakfast is about making you feel good, about filling you with energy, filling you with pep for the rest of the day.
Okay.
The guy who invented cornflakes was this crazy motherfucker named John Kellogg's. And he thought like people touching themselves was like a surefire way to go to hell. So he's like, I don't want people going to hell. I want to save people from going to hell. How can we save people from going to hell? We'll stop them touching their mickeys. A great way to stop people masturbating is to give them boring, bland food so people wouldn't be stimulated.
Really?
So he came up with cornflakes because he thought, this is the most boring fucking food I could invent.
He has drawn a correlation there between good food and wanking.
Yeah.
I have never had a good dinner and thought, oh yeah, now I need to go for one.
Yeah, because afterwards you were like, oh yeah, now I need to lie down for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. The last thing I want to be doing is touching myself after a big dinner. That was a ridiculous fact. Well done. And that was more interesting. But weirdly, how they were related. Oh, that smells
I don't know what that is.
very unusual. That's not whiskey or bourbon. That smells like fruity or something. No, oh my god, I know what it is. Oh my god, that's Fireball.
What would be your dream try video topic?
Dream try video topic. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is fire.
Oh, that's Fireball. Oh my god, yeah. I love Blue WKD, which is an alcohol.
Alcopop.
Love it, and I got to try it in here. It'd be tough now for me to pick one after that.
Yeah.
But I guess some kind of popcorny shoot
Okay.
might be good. Cinnamon popcorn. It was fucking unbelievable. So
Okay.
if there was like a shoot of like popcorn, different types of popcorn.
There's 2 actually, if that's allowed, if that's okay, folks. He's got a gun. He's telling me to keep it to 1. He's doing the sort of There's a kind of banana called a Gros Michel banana, and it pretty much went extinct back in the 1950s. And the type of banana we eat now is like a totally different kind, and the Gros Michel is like really rare, but apparently it tastes great. So I'd love to try one of those Gros Michel bananas.
I totally understand the point of these videos now. You fucking learn so much. I just learned so much about you in those answers. And I said popcorn. What the fuck?
No, you have
Someone just punch me, please.
What I've learned is that you have a crippling dependency on popcorn.
I'm loving the colour of this.
So guys, this question
Is this going to be cherry?
if you could live in a fictional universe from any media, book, movie, game, etc., what would it be?
I have it.
You have it?
The hard one is choosing which one.
Yeah.
That's the hard
It is. That was an alcoholic at all.
It's cranberry juice.
Oh, I like that one.
That was nice.
The first one is the fictional universe from the His Dark Materials trilogy because I want a daemon. Or some people say demon, but it's Daemon, so I don't understand why they say demon. But anyway.
It's like Dublin. Diamond.
But yeah, it's where your soul is on the outside of your body in an animal shape. And it picks an animal that most resembles you.
Oh.
And so some people have like a snake and shit. And I'm like, I'm dying to see what my daemon would be. And then conversely, I also thought maybe the universe from Grand Theft Auto so I could run people over with my car.
Oh, okay. That's essentially this universe.
No, I'm not allowed to run people over with my car in this universe.
Okay.
There's a big difference.
It's a tough one, but I really love Jodo's Japanese animated movies by Studio Ghibli. This one movie
He's great, yeah.
called Porco Rosso. And it's about this guy is a pilot in World War One, and he gets cursed and he's turned into a pig man. And it's kind of like Casablanca, but in the Italian coast. And he's a guy who's a pig, and he flies around in a plane and he fights pirates. I'd like to live in that universe where there's like flying pigmen and stuff like that. It was just, love that movie. It's one of my favorites.
For context, Claire, here's the poster of the movie.
Look at him! Look at him there with his little thumb up.
Smell that.
Smell that?
That's fab smelling.
Oh yeah.
What is your favorite dad joke?
I know my favourite dad joke. Yeah, got it.
I've got one as well.
Yeah. It's
That's
sweet.
nice.
It's nice. But
That's definitely alcoholic. It was nice.
Strawberry schnapps.
strawberry schnapps. I never have schnapps.
I love that.
That was
I
very
love
nice.
As soon as he said strawberry, I was like, oh, of course strawberry.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
before
yeah.
I was like, is it vanilla? Like, what is it? No, is it mango? Like, totally wrong.
No, I knew it was strawberry schnapps the whole time.
Alright,
Bullshit. Back home when I was growing up as a kid, if you found like a hair in your mouth, you'd be like, oh geez, I found a hair in my mouth. Or it's like, oh, there's a hair in my eye. And they'd be like, oh, better a hair than a rabbit because of hairs, rabbits.
Right.
My parents weren't stand-up comedians, but now as a stand-up comedian, I'm judging my parents. I'd be like, should have fucking done better, mum and dad. That was a shit low bar.
But my dad joke is, what's this? I don't know, but there goes another one. Thank you for the sympathy laughs. I appreciate that.
So that wasn't sympathy. I was laughing at how bad that was.
Do you know what? I'm feeling good about the red ones.
Yeah, the red ones. Although they could be fucking us up because it was cranberry last time. This could be just vodka with food dye.
But even if it's raspberry vodka, I'll be all for it.
What are the best and worst purchases you've ever made?
Best and worst.
Oh no, that wasn't nice. Oh, it wasn't nice.
Oh, it gets worse.
It is Campari.
Campari. Isn't Campari just an ingredient in other drinks? I'll do my worst first and then you
Okay.
can do your worst.
Okay, yeah.
Speaking of Italy, I was on holidays there about 4 years ago. Had a great time going around, drinking the Negronis and everything like that. I was like, it's Italy, it's hot, I'll buy a pair of sandals. And they tore the fucking feet off of me. They were the most uncomfortable things I've ever worn in my entire life. If I paid like 10 people with knives to cut my feet, it would have been less effective. And shortly after the holiday, I broke up with the girlfriend I was there with, which I'm not saying I'm blaming on the sandals, but
For my worst purchase, the only thing I could think of
yeah.
was a car. The power steering in the car just stopped working one time while I was driving it.
Well, best
And
time.
for those of you that don't know what that means, like you're like this, and like you really have to put every.
Yeah.
It's like weights. It's like
Yeah.
moving weights to move the wheels even a little bit.
Yeah.
While I was driving.
That could have put your life in danger. So
Yeah, that one could have ended me.
yeah. That's a good.
So
Yeah.
surely that's the worst purchase. Surely. Conversely, my best one's a Hoover.
Really?
It's a Henry.
A Henry?
It's the pink one. It's a Hetty.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry, Hetty.
Hetty,
Yeah.
sniffing away, hoovering
Sucking.
away, sucking away. She's still sucking away. Hetty's still flat out sucking around,
Hetty's
and
been
she's
sucking for 15 years.
Hetty loves a bit of smoking.
About 10 years ago, my friends were moving to England and they were selling their TV because they were moving to England. And I'd be like, I'll buy your TV off you. Bought it off them cash in hand 10 years ago. TV is still there,
perfect,
working
yeah.
away. Best
That's
purchase.
a good one.
Yeah.
We're so sensible. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And really sensible purchases.
It's like, and then if you have some money left over, put that away for a rainy day, kids.
20-year-olds would be in here being like, my best purchase was like a fucking pair of knickers.
I got a bag of Coke.
I don't know what 20-year-olds like.
What's the best prank you've ever pulled on someone?
Oh, I have it.
Ooh.
That's not bad at all. Is that alcoholic?
Gordon's gin, non-alcoholic.
Oh.
Non-alcoholic gin. Tastes like nothing like gin.
It tastes nothing like gin.
The first one that came to mind was I did the toilet is smoking prank on my husband.
Oh.
Which is where you put 2 toilet rolls on the top of the toilet like eyes, and then you put another toilet roll just under the lid of the toilet like it's a cigarette.
Okay.
And then you oh my god, the toilet is smoking, and they come in and it looks like the toilet's having a cigarette. So good. So good. I found it on TikTok, I did it. My husband was not impressed.
Yeah.
He literally went like this.
But were you banking
I was
on that?
pissing myself laughing. I was crying.
I have a prank, and I pulled it once, and I would say, like, anybody can pull this, and it works. It only works if you pull it on a friend of yours who has a full head of hair.
Okay, it's so specific.
And I'm standing up, and he's sitting away at his computer, and I just pretend that I'm looking over at him and go, Mikey, do you know what? You do a great job of covering up that bald spot you have. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, man, don't worry about it. I'm not going to say it to anybody else in the office, but it's like, you know, you're doing a really good job. I couldn't even notice. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I love how you're like, I systematically broke him down. I went for exactly what he was proud about himself, and then I ruined it. And that was my best prank. And I'm like, I made the toilet look like it was smoking once.
How did you become a trier?
Will you have your story?
Yeah.
What is this?
Smell it. Doesn't smell very strong.
It smells kind of grainy, kind of grassy.
It always is at this point where I'm like, does my nose still work?
Oh, I fucking know what this fucking is because I fucking had it before.
That's not nice.
This is this bloody seaweed.
I'm sorry. I know
that was
there are
the
probably
worst.
places in the world where the people love that shit, but that is not my taste palette.
No,
Christ.
that was the worst one. I do stand-up. A load of people on this channel are stand-ups. They'd be in the Try Channel videos, and I'd be like, oh, great that you're in the Try Channel videos. Good for you. That's cool. I'm not jealous at all.
Did you put that voice on when you said that?
Yeah. And I did this motion as well. That's how I have conversations.
It's really believable.
I'll just be casual, you know.
You're so believable as well.
There's a shark under the
I'm not
table.
jealous at all.
Our pal Blahin.
Yes.
She's like, do you want me to say it to the guys? And I'd be like, oh no.
So what you're saying is you owe Blind everything.
Yes. Yeah. Blahin the Burka is, I'd be washed up in the gutter if it wasn't for Blahin the Burka.
I suppose the short version of my story is that I knew the people who started Try Channel from a previous YouTube project.
Yes.
I was in a different capacity. But I was like, do you know what I like? Being in front of the camera. Is there any chance I can do that? And they were like, yes. And I was like, yes.
Oh, very good.
And so that's a very short and straight to the point version of my story.
We both have fairly straightforward stories of
Yeah.
how we got on. She was like, we know people who do the channel. So we asked.
This smells amazing, and I think it's either some sort of like fruity drink or it's non-alcoholic.
What's your most embarrassing holiday story?
It's my most embarrassing holiday story. Shin Shin. Ah, I fucking love that.
Love it.
Love it. When I was in Japan with my mates, for a very long time ago, I used to engage in a terrible habit that I definitely don't engage in anymore called smoking.
Oh yeah, same.
And my friend had been living there for a year. He knew how to speak a little bit of Japanese. And there were some people across the roads having cigarettes. And I said to him, how do I go over there and how do I ask those people for a cigarette? And he said, okay, what you say is Sumi Masen Tobacco Gahitsu Desh.
It has the word tobacco in it, so he couldn't have led you too far wrong.
So I go over to these people and I say, Sumi Masen Tobacco Gahitsu Desh. And they all looked very nervous. And the men kind of put the women standing behind them. and like one lad was kind of like giggling and gave me a cigarette. And I turned back around and my friend Sean was basically like on the ground laughing. Because apparently what I said was, "Pardon me, your tobacco, I demand it now." So it sounded like I was robbing them for tobacco.
And in Japan, they're so polite.
They're so, yes, the one thing everybody knows about Japan, they are very polite people. And I was like, "Pardon me, give me your fucking smokes now."
Your friend is an asshole, but he's a clever asshole.
I think he was genuinely trying to think of how you would say it.
No, he was laughing. He knew he'd done you.
Oh, he knew he fucked up. But it was because he was too stupid to know the proper words to say.
I love Japanese food.
Yeah.
Or at least I do in Ireland.
Uh-huh.
We went to Japan for the Rugby World Cup, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to have an amazing time." I don't know what you're going to eat, because you don't really like sushi and Japanese food, but I'm gonna have a great time, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I was sick the whole time I was over there, and
serious?
I couldn't eat, and like the smell of the food was making me nauseous.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where, because I don't know if you've been hungry for a week straight, it actually like begins to take over you can't think, you can't do anything. He had to take me to a Japanese McDonald's. He has never let me live this down either.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really bad. He'll be like, if we're going on a holiday, he'll be like, "Oh, and are you really excited to try the McDonald's in that country?" I'm like, "Oh no," especially because it was such a big deal about, I'm going to have a great time with all this food over there. It's just whatever, sometimes you travel and the food just doesn't agree with you.
No.
But yeah, that's my most embarrassing holiday story.
Oh no.
If a crystal ball could tell you one true fact about yourself, what would you want to know?
Ooh.
Right, so it has to be something I don't already know about myself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's apple schnapps.
Oh, the white apple schnapps.
Oh God.
Is that like,
Oh,
is that
that's
the
not
Jack
what it is.
Daniels apple?
That is apple Jack Daniels.
I mean, it might be nice mixed with something, but it's just,
Yeah.
So my answer's crap.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to know anything. I don't want to know anything from a crystal ball. I'm happy to figure things. I don't want to know the future. Not interested.
I would ask it, "Do I look good today?" And I know it would say yes. If it said no, I know that it's not a true fact and that it's a fake crystal ball, and I'd smash it on the ground. I'm just going to ask it something that I already know as verification. Because I don't want to know when I'm going to die. I don't want to know if I'm ever going to have kids. I don't want to know...
We're totally on the same page with this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. This is stuff...
Fuck crystal balls.
Fucking live every
Cancel
day.
crystal balls.
Every day as it comes, you learn more. Don't be fucking skipping ahead to the last page using a fucking crystal ball.
Amazing.
Fuck that shit.
Amazing. It's the last one.
This is the final shot, I'll tell you.
Okay, so this
Ooh.
doesn't smell terrible.
This smells like salted caramel or something. Final
No
countdown.
question. Diddly-doo.
Diddly-doo. Colin's not annoyed at all. He loves this. He loves it so much.
The world was going to end tomorrow. What's the last thing you'd do?
Why are all the fucking questions so existential and dark?
Yeah. This
Like,
is,
God, I don't want to die, okay?
yeah.
Before you go, it's been a good shoot.
It's been a great shoot.
Maybe we get home safely.
Yeah. Alive. Caramel flavoured vodka?
That was salted caramel flavored vodka.
And I wouldn't mind, but
Fantastic.
I actually love salted caramel, but
I like
the
that.
vodka part really got me on that one.
Me and my friends actually asked each other this question one time. So it's me and my two buddies. One of us was like, spend time with our families. The other was, erase the memory of me from everybody else so that if I go, nobody's going to be sad when I'm gone. And then one of us said, I want the Incredible Hulk power so that I can spend my last time on Earth smashing shit.
That's really funny, actually.
So I already know my answer. My answer would be, if the last thing I would do on Earth would be just saying goodbye to the people I love. That'd be the last thing I do. That'd be the last thing I'd want to do. Talking to them, people that matter to me, that'd be the thing that I'd want to do most before I'm gone. Fucking depressing question.
What a depressing question. If I knew the world was ending tomorrow, I'd just spend the night cuddling with my husband and my dog.
That's quite nice.
It is quite nice.
Yeah.
But it is kind of boring. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I'll jump from a fucking airplane. Like, I would never in a million years. But
Yeah.
Although, I am desperately afraid of heights and I really do want to do a bungee jump. So go on. Fuck it, that'll be my answer. I'll jump from an airplane. Because then I'm like, what if I die? It doesn't matter. I can die anyway.
That's fair.
So actually, there you go. I'll jump from an
That
airplane.
is good. Yeah,
and then cuddle my husband and my dog.
Yeah. Or Your husband.
If I survive the jump from
Your
the
husband and your
airplane.
dog, you all get into a big sleeping
He would
bag.
actually he'd love another skydive.
Yeah,
So,
there you
do
go.
skydive together.
A tandem one, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love him, but I'm not sure I trust him to get me down to the ground safely.
These are 10 shots, 10 questions. How do you think that went?
That went well.
That went well. Yeah, we
I learned a lot about you.
Yeah, learned a lot about yourself as well. We both actually went back into the memory banks
Yeah.
and gave honest answers.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't just like saying whatever came to the top of our heads. So
And I think your variety of questions was very good. Like, I don't know what I was expecting.
I'm surprised there wasn't a question in there going like, how many times do you want to kiss Colin on the face? 10 times or 20 times or 100 times?
Thank you so much for watching this. It's when you watch this stuff that we get to make more. So like it.
And subscribe to it. And when we make more of it, you'll get to see it and you'll like that. And you like us, don't you?
Yeah, please like me.